Later this year in a referendum, you will be asked the following question. A proposed law to alter the Constitution to recognise the First Peoples of Australia by establishing an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice. Do you approve this proposed alteration? And here is the proposed addition to the Constitution. In this video and the following posts, we will discuss this proposed alteration to the Constitution.
It is often said that Aboriginal people want to have their say, and their voice needs to be heard. Let's look at this argument. While the Indigenous population in Australia is an important part of the country's history and culture, they represent only 3% of the population. Despite this, 5% of elected members of Parliament and the Senate are Aboriginal, which suggests that they are already more than fairly represented within the existing political system. In contrast, immigrants from Africa, Asia, and South America form 19% of the population of Australia but only form 4% of the Parliament and Senate. It is also worth noting that there are existing organisations such as the Indigenous Advisory Council and the National Congress of Australia's First Peoples, as well as ministers and advisors to the government already in place, providing opportunities for Indigenous Australians to participate in the political process and provide input on issues that affect them. This raises questions about the fairness and effectiveness of a policy that would provide additional representation for a small minority group while ignoring the needs and concerns of all other underrepresented groups.
Many advisory bodies on Aboriginal affairs have been around for decades and have been providing advice to all levels of government, but they are often found not to be effective enough in delivering their intended outcomes. So now, the question is, why is this voice going to be different? In other cases, if they were found ineffective, they could be stopped, changed, improved, or replaced, but this time it is going to be embedded permanently in the Constitution. So, if an approach to resolving Aboriginal people's issues is already failed, why should we think that a permanent version of the same failed solution is going to succeed?